Hey there, folks. Here we are in Combat Painters Winter Baseball Tabletop League, and we've got History Maker Baseball today. We're using the History Maker Baseball rules. We're playing the 2017 American League Championship Series between the Astros and the Yankees. We're in the fifth inning, top of the fifth inning of Game 2, and the Yanks are up 4-2. And we're going to continue the game right from where we stand. Top of the top of the fifth. And it's Gregorius, Sanchez, and Bird. Let's get started. Verlander's pitching for the Astros and Severino for the Yanks. It's going to be a 2-4-6, a 2-4-6. Verlander control, no. Igor Satsak, Gregorius, adding Igor Satsak, Gregorius. He's eager. It's going to be a pop out to third. So it's a pop 5, one away. Gary Sanchez. Gary Sanchez's last at bat is a 2-run home run. That was in the top of the third inning. I'm sorry, in the top of the second inning. And that capped a 3-run inning, giving the Yankees a 4-2 lead. It's 4-6-6. Sanchez is a home run king. It's a strikeout. Got him swinging. And that's a 7th strikeout for Verlander. That's 2 away in the top of the fifth. And up comes Greg Bird. Greg Bird fly to center and struck out. It's 1-5-6. Greg Bird is a Whitford strikeout. 8th strikeout for Verlander. And that's 3 up, 3 down. And that's after 4.5 innings of play. Yankees 4, Astros 2. We go to the bottom of the inning. And it's going to be Correa, Gonzalez, and Gurriel. Gurriel, a 33-year-old rookie from Cuba. 4-6-6. Correa, home run king. Yes, he is. And that's strike 3. Nice curveball. And Correa just kind of, I'm sorry. That was home run king. And that's a strikeout on Marwin Gonzalez. Just took that curveball. And that's going to be the 7th strikeout. 8th strikeout of the game for Severino. And it's Yuli Gurriel. So we're going to have Gurriel and then Beltran. Four, 5, 6. 4, 5, 6. Gurriel not patient. That's going to be a fly ball to center field. That's 2 down. And we go to Carlos Beltran. Say 2-3-4. Let's see if Beltran's a hot batter. No, he is not. This will be a pop, high pop in the infield. And Frazier calls Gregorius off. And that's the 3rd out. So 3 up, 3 down. That's the end of the 5th. We go to the top of the 6th. Yankees 4. And the Astros 2. Yankees going to bring up Castro, Hicks, and Frazier. 2-5-5. Star. Did I on Castro? No. That's strike 3. 9th strikeout for Verlander. And Aaron Hicks. Aaron Hicks struck out the last 2 times. And Castro, with that strikeout, struck out 3 times in the game. That's a 2-2-4. Pitching at home. It's a high fly in the infield, and Gregorius is backing up, and he's going to take it for the second out. So it's a pop to the shortstop, Gregorius. 2 away, top of the 6th. And it's going to be Todd Frazier, and Frazier's strike 3 on Frazier. Didn't like that call. And that's 3 up, 3 down. End of 5.5. Yankees 4, Astros 2. We go to the bottom half of the 6th inning, and it's going to be Bregman, followed by McCann, and then the top of the order, Springer. Let's go Bregman. See 3-5-5. Hard hit ground ball to Castro. Castro over to first. 1 down. Brian McCann. Brian McCann singled in the 2nd inning, and then he hit into a fielder's choice in the 4th. I'm sorry. Oh, it's a 6-6-6. A 6-6-6 is Severino an ace. No, he is not. Is a batter a sad sack? No, he is not. It's a deep drive glove. A deep gold outfield has a chance to make the catch. And we have a gold. We have a golden Judge. We have a golden Gardner, semi-golden Gardner. We have a golden Judge. And center field, we have 3 goals out there. So we have we got to go to the micro chart glove. So we're gonna have going, and he leaps, and I guess I'm gonna roll. Okay, so that's gonna be going. And we're gonna roll 1 die. So 4. That ball's gone. It's out of here. Home run for McCann. And that's a 4-3 game now with that home run by McCann. Gets an RBI. And there's 1 out. We go to Springer. George Springer. That's a 1-6-6. Springer's a whiffer, and it didn't come out in the decider die, so there's no bullet there. So it's a hard hit ground ball to third baseman Frazier. Frazier gloves it, rifles it over to first, and that's 2 away. And Josh Reddick. Josh Reddick hit a walk-off home run in the bottom of the 9th off Aroldis Chapman in yesterday's game, Game 1. And it's a 2-2-4. Reddick is a slugger, and that's going to be a... Okay, he's a slugger and a hero now. Okay, so that's... Reddick hits that down the line drive into the corner, and Judge is going to get over there, and he's going to throw it in, and that's going to be a double for Josh Reddick. Really got solid wood on that ball. And Josh Reddick, with 2 outs in a 4-3 game, is in scoring position, and Jose Altuve, I think the most dangerous hitter on the Astros team, is at the plate. And it's a 3-3-5. Single to right field, stolen base, and that's going to, any runner has 2 bases on a hitter single. So that's going to be a single, and it's going to be an RBI. Reddick comes around to score, tying the game. Altuve gets an RBI, and He's going to steal second. So he's at second base now. And it's Correa who's up. So the game is now tied with 2 outs here in the bottom of the 6th. Carlos Correa, it's a 4-4-3. I'm sorry, a 3-4-4, excuse me. Read it backwards. A 3-4-4. Carlos, okay. Is he a prospect? He is. He's a semi-prospect, but there's no decide or die bullet there. Is he patient? He is not. So it's a bit high fly infield. Castro calls for it, and that's the 3rd out. But the Astros tie the game with 2 runs in the bottom of the 6th, and now the score is tied at 4, and we go to the top of the 7th. And for the Yanks, it's going to be Headley, Gardner, and Judge. Top of the 7th. 1-3-6. It's going to be infield drama chart. Infield drama chart. Oh, it's 1-1 on the infield drama. Pitcher iron. No, he is not. It's going to be otherwise stab at the mound. It's hit up the middle, and Justin Verlander grabs it, and he throws it over to first, and that's 1 away. Headley grounds back to the pitcher for the 1st out. And now we're going to see Brett Gardner, left-handed left fielder, has some power and some speed. He's a Gold Glover in the outfield, and he's semi-active as a runner. And it's a 5.66. And that's strike 3 for the 2nd out. Strikes Gardner out. And that's his 11th strikeout of the game. And we're going to see Aaron Judge. Aaron Judge hit some 50-odd home runs in his first full season with the Yankees. So he gave the crowd a lot of excitement, a lot to cheer about, if you will. 3-4-6. 3-4-6 is going to be a base on balls, and Judge is going to get on base on a walk. He walked in the 1st inning and scored. Got the 2nd on a wild pitch and then scored on a double by Gregorius. And we're going to see Gregorius right now. 2 out, runner on first. Didi Gregorius against Justin Verlander. It's a 3-5-6. It's a lefty versus a righty. Here's that sack. Didi Gregorius. And that's a hard hit single that gets by the first baseman down the line, but it's cut off quickly by the right fielder Reddick, and he gets it in, and that holds Gregorius to single, but Judge is going to scoot over to 3rd base. So that's 1st and 3rd, and that's a single by Didi Gregorius. That's his 3rd hit of the game. He's now 3 for 4 in this game. And we have runners on 1st and 3rd with 2 out. And it's going to be Gary Sanchez, the cleanup batter. Say 3-4-5. So an iron catcher. He's a semi-iron, and he is an iron. And it's going to be ball 4. The bases are loaded. So Verlander allows 3 consecutive batters, which now makes him a semi-struggler here in the top of the 7th inning, and the Yankees are threatening with the bases loaded and 2 outs, and Greg Bird, the first baseman, coming to the bat. So now there's decisions on the Astros end of it, they can bring in a lefty to face the lefty hitting Greg Bird. Let's look and see, take a peek at what they have here on the bench. Okay, let's take a peek at what we got going here. Okay, we have a left-handed throwing Tony Sipp, who's a reliever for the Astros. And we're going to prepare a little baggie for him. We're going to bring him into the game right away. Actually, you know what we're going to do is we're going to warm him up, and we're going to hold off, and we're going to let Verlander face Bird. Let's see what happens here with bases loaded. Say 1-4-5. 1-4-5. Struggler. He's a semi-struggler now. Okay. So he is a struggler, and it's a wild pitch. A wild pitch. And that's going to allow Judge to score with the go-ahead run. A wild pitch scores. Judge, Gregorius goes to third, and Sanchez goes to second. So second and third now, and Bird is batting. So allowing three base runners really got Verlander out of kilter, and he just lost control of that one, and it went off the catcher's glove, and it looks like that McCann was crossed up on that, and that's going to be a wild pitch because it did go into the dirt and then off his glove, so he couldn't really corral it. And it's going to be Greg Bird. So now Sipp is going to come in. I'm going to bring in Sipp. And we're going to color that in green. He's going to come in and face Bird. Tony Sipp. There you go. See what happens. Lefty on lefty. It's a 1-3-6. A 1-3-6. Is Sipp an ace? He is an ace for this batter. And that's going to be, unless the batter has a good eye, and he doesn't, that's strike three. So Sipp comes in, faces one batter, does the job, gets him to strike out. But the Yankees score one run to take the lead, 5-4. And we go to the bottom of the seventh. And it's going to be Gonzalez, Gurriel, and Beltran against Severino. Say 1-4-5. This is the seventh inning, so he's not. Okay, it's a one-hopper to the first baseman. And Bird takes it himself, one away. Here in the bottom of the seventh of the American League Championship Series Game 2 replay using History Maker Baseball. Yuli Gurriel. Let's say 1-3-4. 1-3-4. The gold catcher. And Sanchez is an iron catcher. Gold catcher, no. Champion. Is Gurriel a champion? No, he is not. It's outfield drama chart. Outfield drama chart. Let's see what happens. Say 5-6. 5-6. A left fielder is iron. That is, he's a semi-gold. So no. And it's a looping fly ball, and Gardner races in, and he gets to it just in time to make the catch. Good catch there. He's an outstanding defensive left fielder, that Gardner. He knows how to use his speed, and he gets a good jump on the ball. Good read on the ball. Makes an outstanding play out there. There's two away now, and it's Carlos Beltran, the former Yankee and former Met. 4, 5, 6. A high fly ball to medium center field, and it's Hicks for the third out. And that's the end of 7. We're moving along with this game here, so we're going to try to finish it. We're going to the top of the 8th. I hope I didn't jinx it by saying that. And it's going to be Starlin Castro against the lefty. Let's see who they got coming up here. Yeah, against the lefty. Sip against Castro. 3, 5, 6. Not the same. Interior Satsack. No. That's a hard hit ball past the third baseman into left field, and that got by a diving Bregman at third base to go into left field for a single. And Castro's now at first base. Aaron Hicks batting from the right side against Tony Sip. That's a 1-2-5. A 1-2-5. And Hicks is semi-patient, but the decider die says no. And it's a hard hit ball to third base. And third baseman over to Castro and to first base, and that's a double play. So it's a Bregman to Altuve to Gurriel for a double play, and that's 2 outs. And Todd Frazier, the batter. Round the horn double play. 2 outs here in the top of the 8th inning. Todd Frazier, a 1-2-2. Hard hit ground ball up the middle, and that gets to center field. So that's a single. A single for Sip. I'm sorry, a single off Sip by Todd Frazier. And Chase Headley, the batter. Okay, we have an unusual play result with a red 1. A red 1, an unusual play result. A red 1 and a black 3. So let's see what happens here. Unusual play result. Say 1-4. Is the second baseman gold? Yes, he is. Makes leaping grab of a hot liner, and he robs Headley of a hit. Beautiful play by Altuve. A leaping grab of a line drive off Headley's bat, and that's going to definitely get a star in my book, and that's going to be the third out. So after 7.5 innings of play, we have the score 5, Yankees 5, and the Astros 4. Now we go to the bottom of the 8th inning, and it's going to be Severino facing Bregman, McCann, and Springer. So the Yankees have their bullpen warming up. This will be a 2-4-5. 2-4-5. That's a hard hit single to left by Bregman. So we have the tying run on first base. And it's going to be Brian McCann. Brian McCann against Luis Severino. Say 1-2-2. Line drive caught by Frazier, one away. So McCann lines out to the third baseman, Frazier. And one down with a runner at first, George Springer. Today, George Springer has got on base on an error, struck out, walked, and hit a ground ball to the third baseman. So he's 0 for 3 on the day. 2-3-6. No control, double control. For that, you know, it's a walk. So Severino walks Springer, and that moves the tying run to second base in Bregman. And now Reddick is up. He's a left-handed hitter, and the Yankees look like they're going to go to their bullpen. They're going to bring in Chad Green. And Chad Green is going to be in green, and he's going to face Reddick. Lefty versus lefty. Chad Green had a great year for the Yankees. Runners on first and second. He's going to be an ace for this batter. He's an ace with double ace. So it's going to be 2-4-6. Control, yes he is. Ground out, back to the pitcher. Pitcher gets it, turns around, whips it over to third base for the fielder's choice. 1-5. Beautiful play by Chad Green, getting Bregman on his way to third. And that puts Springer at second, Reddick at first, and Jose Altuve, who's got 2 hits on the day and an RBI and a stolen base. He's a right-handed batter, and it looks like the Yanks are going back to the bullpen. And they're going to bring in Dellin Betances. For the Yanks. And he's going to be in yellow. We'll make him yellow. The right-handed throwing Betances to face a right-handed batting Altuve. With the tying run at second base here in the bottom of the 8th inning. It's 1-3-6. He's an ace for this batter. And that's strike 3 on Altuve. You don't generally see Altuve strike out, but that was a nice pitch, low and away, and Altuve just couldn't reach it. And man, he's got such a short cut, but just couldn't get to it. And that's going to be the third out. So Betances does the job for the Yanks, coming in and striking out their best hitter. And after 8 innings of play, it's the Yankees 5 and the Astros 4. We go to the top of the 9th, and the Yanks are going to send up Gardner, Judge, and Didi Gregorius against. We're going to see a new pitcher for the Astros. It's going to be Peacock, Brad Peacock. Brad Peacock comes in, and he's going to be an ace for the first batter. Brett Gardner against Brad Peacock. It's going to be 5-5-6. He's an ace, and that's going to be a hard hit ball to third base. Bregman grabs it. One away. Line drive. Bregman got a hold of that. Going to go to Aaron Judge. A 3-3-6. And that's going to be a called third strike on Judge. Judge doesn't like it, but he's going to go back to the bench. Outside slider. And Judge was patient and watched it, but he didn't get the call. So it looks like the umpire, Hunter Wendelstedt, is being generous for the Astros right now. And it's going to be Didi Gregorius with 2 out in the top of the 9th. Yankees lead at 5-4. Didi Gregorius against Brad Peacock. It's a 1-3-6. It's going to be infield drama chart, so let's roll a couple and let's see what happens. Infield drama chart. Say 1-2 on the infield drama. 1-2 is a shortstop iron. Correa. No, Correa's nothing. He doesn't have any. So he is not. So otherwise, it's going to be an error. He boots it. Correa boots it. And that's an E6 for sure. No doubt about that. And Gregorius is on at first. Gary Sanchez against Brad Peacock. That's a 2-3-4. 2-3-4. It's going to be a plate drama. A plate drama. Let's see what happens. Let's move this back. Plate drama. 1-4. 1-4. Control pitcher. No, it is not. Pitch gets away. It's a wild pitch. And that allows Gregorius to go to second on a wild pitch by Peacock. It looks like McCann was crossed up on that. And Sanchez is still up. Say 1-4-4. Ooh, double flash. Is Sanchez a good eye? Absolutely not. That's strike 3 on Sanchez. Beautiful pitch. Strike 3 on Sanchez. And we had, we didn't color that in, the new pitcher. The new pitcher is going to be blue. We didn't write them in either. Peacock. So that's the third out. And it's going to be the bottom of the 9th inning. The Yankees leave 1 in the top of the 9th. And it's going to be Correa, Gonzalez, and Gurriel. 3 big power hitters for the Astros. I'm going to look into the bullpen of the Yankees, and we're going to bring in Chapman. Chapman gave up back-to-back jacks in Game 1 in the bottom of the 9th inning to give the Astros a 6-5 victory after the Yanks went into the 9th leading, I think it was 5-3. He gave up 3 runs, and I believe they lost 6-5. So he's back. So the Girardi is showing confidence in Chapman, bringing him back, and he's going to be colored in red. And he is definitely going to face at least 3 batters here. See what happens. And it's going to be Chapman. Okay. It's going to be an ace. It's also double flash, and he's an ace. He's going to be facing Carlos Correa. It's just a 4-5-6. A 4-5-6. Fly out, high fly, and in comes Hicks and makes the catch. That's one away. Correa flies out to center, and it's going to be Marwin Gonzalez. Marwin Gonzalez. And it's a 2-3-6. Be ball 4. Base on balls, so Marwin gets on base. And that's the tying run now at first base with Yuli Gurriel batting. Say 1-2-4. 1-2-4. And that's a high fly to the right side of the infield. Bird calling, and that's a second out. A high fly pop, infield pop to, swung just under that one. And Bird makes the second out. And it's Beltran. So Beltran, 2 outs, tying run at first base in Game 2 of the American League Championship Series replay using History Maker Baseball. This be a 1-4-6er, 1-4-6. And that's strike 3. Yes, strike 3. And he gets Beltran on strikes for the 3rd out. And he gets the save. So, 2's a charm for the Yankee reliever Aroldis Chapman, who blew the save in yesterday's game, came in tonight and was able to strike out Carlos Beltran with the tying run, Marwin Gonzalez at first base, and notch his first save of this American League Championship Series. So that's going to be it. So that was about, not too bad, about 30 minutes. And it was moving along there for a bit. We're getting a little bit more familiar with the rules, which is a positive thing. I'm making, I guess, a few mistakes, and I'm leaving out certain parts of the game, but I'm focusing on just getting the fundamentals of it, getting used to where to look and how to roll and what you're looking for on the cards and all these things. It just takes a matter of adapting. And it should move pretty quickly. I think I have a tendency to kind of over commentate, and that slows things down too. That doesn't help very much, so I have to really keep on myself, keep reminding myself, hey, let's get going with this. That way I have more time to play more games, and it doesn't take me 3 days to play one game. So I believe yesterday it took me about 40 minutes, and today is 30 minutes, so we have it down almost to an hour, and I'm a straight-out newbie here. So I think that's pretty decent. I think I'm getting more comfortable now. I've read the rules twice already. There's certain things I'm saying to myself, okay, you're doing that right. Okay, careful with this because you have issues with this aspect of it. So I'm working hard, and I'm going to read the rules again tonight, and basically that's how I'm doing it, playing and reading the rules and playing and reading the rules and so forth. And I'll be doing that for a couple of weeks until I get better and better. So I appreciate everybody tuning in. And I'm going to say goodbye from Combat Painter Winner Tabletop Baseball channel and History Maker Baseball tabletop game, which is very exciting. It's got a lot going on. A lot of twists and turns, and you never know how it's going to turn up. There's so many factors that constantly play. It's like individual characters, you know, the pitcher and the batter and the fielder and the umpires, and everybody's involved in the game and can have at any time some sort of effect on the outcome of a particular play or at bat and so forth. And that really, to me, it adds a whole nother dimension that I'm not used to. I kind of was not raised in with that mechanic of dice rolling baseball, tabletop baseball games. It's just so it's different for me. So I think it's exciting because it's kind of new and different, and it really flows. I really like the excitement about it. So I really like this game a lot. And I want to thank Baseball Demos, a tremendous tabletop player, outstanding. And he does a lot of demos and tutorials and plays a lot of games online, and I have a lot of fun watching him. And so, and that's about it. And Al Wilson for also for his work and with History Maker Baseball, great stuff. So I'm gonna say goodbye to everybody now, and I wish you a good night, and I will see you soon with Game 3 coming up. Probably we'll get started on it tomorrow. I'll get started on in a little while. I'll get started on the lineup. I'll look up the lineups, bring up the box score and so forth, and put in the starting pitchers that were there in that Game 3. I believe we're going to New York now for 3 games. So it's 1-1 now. The series tied. The Yanks won this one by a score of 5-4. And we're going to go to New York for 3 games and see if we can rewrite history, and the Yanks could make it to the World Series. And that's all, folks. Take care. Bye now.